Thank you, Terrell. Love doing comedy with him. I just did a show with him last night, and somebody noticed we wore the same thing, so I wanted to make sure to dress different, so I wouldn't be mistaken for him, because obviously we look just alike. That's one of my biggest pet peeves, though, when I'm out. You ever have this when somebody comes up to you and they're like, do you know who you look like? Like, fuck off, dude. There's 3 billion people on the planet. You want me to start rattling them off? What are we doing here? I don't look like your friend Chad. Fuck Chad and fuck you too. No, I hate it because it's never endearing, right? It's never somebody you want to look like, right? Somebody comes up to me and they're like, do you know who you look like? Leo DiCaprio? They're like, no, I was thinking more Steve Buscemi. Like, God damn it. Thanks for ruining my night. I got a weird one the other day at the office. I was wearing my glasses. I have my contacts in now. But a coworker came up and was like, Matt, anybody ever tell you you look like Eric Clapton? I was like, what? Eric Clapton? No, that's a new one. He's like, yeah, just like him. You look like you could be his son. Don't think we'd be having this conversation if that was the case, but okay. His son died off a ledge, if you didn't get that joke. Yeah, woo, great song. So 1 month from today, I will be turning 30 years old. 1 month, yeah. Yeah, a lot of people make it a big deal. It doesn't really matter to me. Like, what's really gonna change at 30, right? Like, the only thing different is, like, MILFs are no longer gonna be MILFs. They're just gonna be women my age. Like, I would feel disrespectful calling a lady my age a MILF. It just wouldn't seem right. Like, in your 20s, you might have a fetish. In your 30s, it's just appropriate. That's all it is. Speaking of fetishes, I've noticed a change in my preferences in adult videos as I've gotten older. Yeah, like when I was younger, I was, crazy stuff. Wind up on page 45, wondering what I'm doing with my life. Now it's pretty tame. It's pretty regular, right? The other day I was watching a video. The whole premise of the video was the chick was a real estate agent. That was it. It was an open house. Not particularly super sexy or anything. But again, I'm getting older, right? So the sad thing is the fantasy watching that wasn't, having sex with a beautiful woman. The fantasy was just one day owning a home. Like, that seems less obtainable than sleeping with a porn star at this stage in my life. Dude, she was like blowing them in the master bedroom. I'm watching it. I'm like, oh my God, is that a walk-in closet? I would love to have one of those someday. But yeah, so getting older. I think I'm gonna do something for my 30th. I wanna treat myself. I don't have any tattoos, so I wanna get a tattoo. I want to do that. My friend went a little extreme with it. He's like, you should get a neck tattoo. Like, I'm pretty sure you have to commit a felony before you get one of those. I don't think I'm ready for that. I'm not gonna lie, I judge people hard with neck tattoos. I don't trust them. Really. I see a guy with a neck tattoo, and that says, I never asked for consent. I see a woman with a neck tattoo, and that says, you never have to ask for consent. She's down. But yeah, it's having fun. Thanksgiving's in a week. Who's excited for that? Anybody? No? You all have shitty families, I guess, just like me. I love Thanksgiving. It's my favorite holiday, right? It's not as many frills as Halloween or Christmas, but it just gives you what you need, right? It gives you the fundamentals. It's like the Tim Duncan of holidays, right? Because think about it. What do you do on Thanksgiving? You eat, you drink, and you watch football. That's it. That is literally the height of ambition I have in life, is to just do those 3 things. That's it. They're like, Matt, where do you see yourself in 5 years? I'm like, it's Thanksgiving every single day of the week. 24/7. One bad thing about, Thanksgiving, really the holidays in general, is it's my yearly reminder that my grandparents sort of racist. Yep, that's a rude awakening. You'd be having a great time sitting down on the couch watching a football game. All of a sudden, my grandfather out of nowhere will just go, "What happened to all the white players?" It's like, God damn, man, let me enjoy my pumpkin pie. They're punting right now. There's at least one of them out there. Dude, he says that every single football game he watches. Every single NFL game. He's always asking for the white guys. Which is crazy because he has dementia, right? So this man can't remember his own grandkids' names, but he still remembers when the NFL had white corners. Like, where are your priorities, Grandpa? Who knew the best way to fight Alzheimer's was with racism? It's amazing. So I'll leave with this. Like I mentioned, getting older. So I decided to do what all old guys do, and I started taking Viagra. Yeah, okay. I feel a little judgment in the crowd now, and I don't think there should be. I'm not ashamed to admit it. It changed my life. Before the pill, I used to call my dick the bazooka. Not after the rocket launcher, after the bubblegum brand that would last 5 seconds. Now it's like a nuclear missile down there. It's amazing. My buddy's always giving me shit. He's like, "Why would you admit to using that? I would never need that." I was like, dude, it's a performance enhancer, and we grew up in the 90s and 2000s watching baseball. All of our heroes used them. Barry Bonds was an all-star before steroids and hit so many home runs afterwards that he had to testify in front of Congress. Don't tell me this shit doesn't work. And one last thing, too, not ashamed to say, I'm also taking Propecia for hair loss. But here's the thing. Do you know what the main side effect of Propecia is? Erectile dysfunction. Yeah. So now I'm in between a rock and a hard place, or soft place, if you will. Don't know what to do, so I just jacked up the dosage on the ED pills. Doctor says it's not good for my heart, but if I die of a heart attack in 5 years, I'm gonna die with a head full of hair and a hard dick, and I'll die a happy man. Thank you for your time, guys.